Connects His church north of Toronto, Canada. And today's verse comes to us from Nahum, and it makes this claim that you'll see over and over again in the Bible, which is simply this, that the Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in Him. So I guess my question for me and for you today is this: who or what do you turn to for refuge? And I think the reality is, when I'm really honest in my own life, there's God who will comfort us, but there's also some false comforters in our lives. And think about the people you know, think about your own life. I mean, when things get tough, what do you turn to? Well, it can easily become alcohol or drugs. And for some of you, that may be a problem. For some of you, you're like, no, I don't do alcohol, I don't do drugs. But that doesn't eliminate false comforters. So, for example, I'll give you one that's been a challenge in my life, which is food. If I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling frustrated, I'll often hit the fridge, rather than the gym, or I'll hit the pantry, and it'll be like I'm just going to eat something, and I'm not actually hungry. I'm just kind of struggling. Or another one that's been a challenge in my life, honestly, is work. And I'm a pastor. I mean, I help church leaders and I help my church. And workaholism is actually something that can seem very virtuous because you're doing it for Jesus, right? And workaholism is also the most rewarded addiction in the world. It gets you usually a raise and a promotion. So maybe you just bury yourself in your work. And if you struggle with turning to false comforters, like I do sometimes, for me it's work or food, remember, it's God who's our refuge. It's God we need to surrender to, because the Lord is good. He's a refuge in a time of trouble, and He cares for those who trust in Him. So ask yourself, who are you going to put your trust in today? And what I'd encourage you to do is, when you're turning to a false comforter, whether that's alcohol, drugs, or gossip, or work, pause and say, Lord, I'm going to give this to You.